Welcome back to an epic podcast where we're talking about extraordinary practices with innovative concept. And I've got my girl here, Sparkles Belt. How are you doing this morning?
Chilling like a villain. Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain, dude. We've been trying to do this for a minute now, right?
I know. I'm so glad to be here.
I felt like we started this back in September, October, and we're like, crap, we just can't get this done.
Girl, I know. The holidays and the classes and the everybody everywhere. And now she'll be 3 on Friday, so you know.
That's amazing. Well, I feel like she was just born yesterday, and we were sitting at Vinoco having a glass of wine out back and being like, how are we going to project our 2020 and 2021? Now it's like 2023, and we're like, oh, heck, it's here.
It's here. It's here.
Oh, my gosh. Well, welcome, Sparkles. You are with Rattikin Title. We do a ton of classes, Willow Park here. Tell me a little bit about who you are and who Rattikin Title is.
So I am Sparkles Belt with Rattikin Title.
Yeah, Sparkles. I need some I don't know how to use Roadcaster, but yay.
Some audience tapping.
Yeah, I have no idea. If I push something, it's probably going to
sitcom
It's going to be, look, we got 2 women in here and it's going to, good luck on this episode.
So Rattikin Title has been in business 79 years. We are awesome.
Yeah.
But everybody says that about themselves. So
right.
So Rattikin has been in business 79 years. We actually still have our own title plant in Tarrant County.
That's fantastic.
So we do everything in-house. We have the ability to source everything. We should do a tour of the plant because
that would be super cool.
Like old paper.
Oh, I want to go do that.
Yeah. You walk in, it's just like old paper.
Like
you
the
didn't
1950s.
know that you need that smell in your life.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. We've got plats and surveys and all these crazy old signatures from the 1900s. It's
79 years ago.
Old 79 years
but 1900s was over 23 years ago. I told y'all, get ready for this one. It's going to be amazing. So here's what's amazing about that is you just said that Rattikin has been in business over 70 years. And we're talking about a market where the rates are higher. I mean, we're talking about stone ages that literally they probably wrote the application, had to go hand deliver it. There was no cell phone.
No.
But I think more now than ever, in 2023 and beyond, that's what consumers need. That's what real estate agents need. That's what everybody in the industry needs. And it's like us, we've been in business over 65 years. So this is just another storm that we're weathering. We're not a new.
We've seen it all.
Yeah, we're not a new company. So for Rattikin to do that, what's the one unique thing about Rattikin Title that keeps them in business for over 70 years?
Well, and I saw somewhere on social media, there was another title company that was boasting that they've been in business, I think 23 years or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, 26 or something. And I was like, dang, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And, thinking about all these others, we've been in business 7 years. I'm like, good for you. This is a crazy market.
Yeah.
Good for you. And I'm like, oh, we got 79 on that.
79.
79. And it is Jack Rattikin to Jack Rattikin.
Man.
Jack Rattikin.
That's crazy.
And it's family owned. It's all in the fam. It's just tight knit. We care about each other. We try and keep it old school in the sense that it's efficient.
Yeah.
And it's by the book. And we get it done and we get it done right.
Right. And that makes a big difference. And what we're talking about today is how we lean on others during a time like this. And I know rates have started to come down, which is great. But
I saw your email subject this morning.
Yeah,
but can't wait to read that.
There's still ebbs and flows though, right? And it's more now than ever, the real estate agents and lenders, everybody needs to lean in and not lean off, right? We see so many people that at social stalking, that's a huge thing. And then I get people who are like, hey, Glenn, I've social stalked you for years. And here's a client, that's great. What can we do as stewards of the industry to lean in to our partners this year?
Well, I think in an era of social media, and obviously as we're recording right now and we're looking at ourselves and we're talking to ourselves and trying to broadcast and advertise ourselves, that's important.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like if you don't ask for the sale, it's just always going to be a no.
Right.
So with that, we have to be able to support each other.
Yeah.
So you asking me to come onto your podcast today.
Yep.
How can I help you? You're helping me by letting me broadcast myself and my company and my heart and my soul and what I like to do and glitter and sparkle.
Which we love glitter sparkle. So, I mean, just saying.
But at the same time, it's I want to return the favor to you. I want
Yeah.
to make sure that my face is out there
Yeah.
all day, every day, anywhere I can be. First of all, because I'm just social and that's just kind of who I am.
Right.
Second of all, because I don't want to just be somebody who's like, hey, I sparkle, come look at me and use our company. I want to be the one that like returns the favor.
Right.
Because you can't use me unless you have a reason to use me.
Right.
So I have to help you find that business so
Yeah.
that you can use me.
Absolutely. And it makes a big difference, right? Because when we talk about doing these classes, y'all, we do classes because we want to pour into the love. We've got Sparkles and I have so much stuff in our brain. Like we get together for classes. We're like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We do this, for the reciprocity of it is to help you grow your business. We just don't come into class and be like, well, some person needs it. Like there's a real valuable reason why you lean on lender's title warranty, because when the ebbs and the flows change and the refinance rates go down, we're going to have to depend on title companies.
Yeah.
Real estate agents right now are depending more than ever. Like it's really kind of scary when you just talk to agents. They're scared right now. What's the one thing they can do?
Even no matter how long they've been in the business.
Yeah, like these are veteran agents. When I say veteran, it's like 25-year plus. They're like, Glenda, what do I do? And I'm like, here we go. Let's go back to the basics. Let's go back to the Rattikins. Let's go back to the Eustaces that have been in business for 65, plus years. How do we weather the storm? We weather it together. Togetherness it's a family. And if I can call you, have a conversation about your daughter and we're crying together, that's a true relationship. So to lean on as a real estate agents, what's the one thing they should do to lean on you or us or anybody else that's a vendor in this industry right now?
Tell us what you need.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you need. I want to be
not just contracts. I mean, everybody loves contracts, but
I mean, like you have to, I can't help you if I don't know what you need.
Yeah.
I need you to tell me exactly which CE classes you need. I need you to tell me exactly which nail salon you prefer best.
That's true.
Go get those CEs.
There you go.
I need you to tell me exactly what you need from a title company, what you need from a lender that you are tired of your own lender and are looking for somebody new. Why? What did they do? What didn't you like? What do you like? How can I find that for you? You have to tell me.
And that's a good time to find out. You're like right now is a great time to find out your processes. And it's crazy. I had someone the other day say, let me see your process. And it was a title rep. And I showed her on Zoom and she was like, holy crap. And I was like, dude, I have refined my processes so hard. So when something comes in, like it just fires stuff away. But it was a time to do that. And now that we're getting into spring buying time, which is crazy, it's already here. Rates are coming down. Agents, I don't think they need to be scared, right? I think they need to get back to the basics. Would you agree to that?
100%.
Yeah. What's some things that they can do to get back to the basics?
Some things to get back to the basics is
besides joining Glenn on her podcast. I'm just saying it's fun.
Just take a step back and breathe.
Yeah.
And just kind of recenter yourself and say, okay, there's a million things in my head. There's a million things that I feel like I should be doing to promote myself and to find buyers and sellers and find these listings and all of that stuff. But I need to find my own center first. So just take a step back. There's just too much going on in the world.
White noise. Yeah.
So much white noise.
Oh my gosh.
Take a step back. Just stop. Just breathe. Say, okay, where's my priority? How do I find that listing? Oh, I have to go talk to somebody.
Oh, you mean I gotta have a communication?
Actually, I have to talk to somebody.
I have to have a relationship with my seller. I can't just say, hey, I got you, boo.
Girl, that's my favorite part about this business is building relationships, getting to know people. It's just, there's just so many different people in the world.
Yeah. And personalities, we're so squirrels. Everybody in this industry is squirrels. And if you're not in this industry, maybe we should have a squirrel mindset. But I think you're right on all of that, right? Because it is an abundance mindset that we have. We are paid very well for this industry, but it's also we could turn off in a switch, and so to be able to 2x and 3x your business, you have to get back to the basics. You have to have the relationships. So do you agree on something that agents should get back to digital, non-digital marketing? Should they go back to the footprint of, postcards and mailers, or how do they stay in front of their clients to lean in on their clients too?
I think that's part of finding yourself and just taking a step back and taking a breath, stop, prioritize in what works best for you.
Boom. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. What works best for you? Because here's the thing. If you don't like social, don't get on social.
Don't do it.
Even with me, y'all, we love social. Don't do it. If you don't like TikTok, stay off of the platform.
I think I think like 99% I agree with that, because and you would probably say the same, because like
Yeah.
you got to have a social presence.
You do. I like to call it social validation. That's
whether that is literally just your name on Google My Business and you never touch it again unless you're updating your phone number.
For sure.
People can still like see you online, because that's just where people find their information from,
Right.
if they're not talking to their next door neighbor, hearing word
Yeah.
of mouth referrals.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't like social media, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. If you like door knocking, if you like going to talk to your next door neighbors or even their next door neighbors and other neighborhoods that you're like, ooh, I really like the prospecting of this neighborhood, I'm gonna go just meet these people.
Yeah.
Do it if that's what works for you. If it's postcards, do it. People will throw them away, but people won't.
Yeah.
You never know until you send it. If that's your medium, do it.
Yeah. Have you heard the story about the postcards to where they sent a couple mailers, and I don't know what group it is, and it's I may have on a book or podcast or something, because my brain is starting to go 42. Girl. But they did a normal mailer every single month, and the business went down. But they changed the mailers to this fictitious person. And they started highlighting local stuff, and they started highlighting events and what's going on. They put a little listing down here. And by the 6th month, they had like 8 or 10 listings, because they continue to do it every single month. But they didn't highlight real estate.
No.
Right. And I think that's a big misconception, right? Like, I think agents and even lenders feel like every single thing that we do on social media is about business. But it shouldn't be. It's about personality. It's about getting to know the other person, because social, the big thing right now is get back to being social, get back to not just posting business. Like, you have to have engaging conversations.
And I think it was you recently that told, I don't know, it was you or somebody, and I saw somewhere it was like, when you're talking about social media, like if that's your thing, you're looking at your profile, like just take a step back, pretend you're just some rando, and you go view your profile and just kind of like generalize, what do you look like to somebody?
Right.
Okay. With that, if it's just like open house, open house, open house, open house, open house, open house, damn, that
there's still no like and trust.
Busy.
She does.
Like, does she have time for me?
Yes. And I've had that. Like, I've had honestly, some people say, Glenda, you're so busy. And I said, well, hold on, let me show you why. And when I showed them the why behind it, that everything is time blocked, it's color coded. I only do social an hour a week, y'all. That's what's crazy. I only post.
I don't believe it.
I do.
I don't believe it.
I do. I research 20 minutes a day, because everything is auto posted.
Yeah.
So that is a huge distractor that I take out of my day. I batch my videos 1 hour. So you're talking about 2 hours a week?
Girl, I have so many. I'm learning. I have so many of my drafts right now on
yes!
TikTok. I'm like,
so people are like, hold on. They're like, circle back, Glenda. What'd you just say? And I said, yeah. So I'm busy. I'm busy educating our consumers in our industry, but I'm not too busy for a phone call, because I batch time block.
So you're time blocking, and you're also not just like, if you look at your Facebook page, Glenda, you've also got so much personal stuff on there.
Yeah.
And that is so important. So like, if you're looking and it's just open house, open house, open house, you're like, damn, they're so busy. They don't have time for me. Also, they're all about business. I don't really know if we would mesh with their personality.
Yeah. Because I got kids that are bat crap crazy.
Versus when you see somebody's personal life on their page as well, it's like, oh, like, she does have like a real life. She does have a real heart.
Right.
Maybe she is a really decent person. We would get along. And,
right.
The whole mom thing and the.
Yeah. And I think there's platforms for that, right? Like, when
Absolutely.
we lean in on the platforms, like YouTube is not the one that you're going to put your kids up on. And even on TikTok now, like, it should be more of an educational piece.
Yes.
Instagram is almost the same way now. Like, the head of Instagram said, your feed should be business, but your stories should be personal.
Really?
Which is a crazy concept, because you should be living in your stories and your day in a life in a story, and your feed is where your business goes. And then Facebook is everything, like business, personal, like it don't matter. Facebook, it doesn't matter.
Because it cross posts and then it gets all jacked.
Because the aunt needs to see you from 50 years ago.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. And then your like 70-year-old neighbor who doesn't even know how to do Facebook is like, your daughter is so cute.
Yeah. And so here's what we're trying to say. When you lean in your business and lean on your business partners, it doesn't matter which business partner it is. Mm-mm. I mean, you talk about one transaction, there's 10, 12, 14 people in that transaction. If you lean on one of them, you never know what question or who they may know
that will be able to answer your question.
or may also be a referral partner back eventually.
Yes, girl.
Right.
Mhm.
So when we're leaning on our business and leaning into our business partners, it should be a true relationship. And it's kind of like when you call someone like, hey, do you have a loan? Like, I can't tell you how many title companies, hey, do you have a contract? Do you have a loan? I'm like, I don't know you from Adam from Eve. Like, I don't even know you on social. So my people that I do classes with are going to take top priority.
Yeah.
But if you want my business, you need to come talk to me. You need to come sit down
Yeah.
and have a conversation. The day in the life of having
Did
coffee.
they ever learn how to cold call? Because that doesn't sound like it.
No. But a day in the life to just go have a drink with a friend, y'all, it's back. It's 2023.
Yes.
Just go sit down and have a conversation. Maybe not tequila. Look, and I still, after all these months, still have not opened this tequila. I'm just saying. But that just goes to say it's relationships and it's one-on-one. Lean in on your clients. Like, go take your clients to lunch and just ask how they are.
Yes, girl. Because, a lot of the times, like I said, I love building relationships, and it's taking that breath, taking a step back, including your personal life. What do I need in my personal life? How is my family doing? Okay, well, here, we're going to go have lunch and you tell me all about the soccer problems that you got. I don't know jack about soccer, but you know what? I want to hear it. I want to listen. I want to be your support.
Yeah. It's just the support,
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And, and it's hard right now. Someone said the other day, or Fannie or someone came out and said 40% of the real estate agents aren't going to be here by the end of the year. They also said 52% of lenders won't be here by the end of the year.
You're not going anywhere. I know that.
Well, here's the thing. When you talk about the business shrinking, is it really shrinking because it's not a 3% interest rate? Or is it just shrinking because we're not leaning in and leaning on? Look, I'm going to Epico here. I'm talking about that, right?
We got to help each other.
Yeah. So what's the one thing that they can do to kind of boast, mentality? You got to start with the morning. You got to start with morning affirmations. I'm huge about that. My morning gratitude. I had one this morning talking to an agent. It was 7:30. We're like bright and early. We're like, let's go, and it was crazy. Like we just were talking about the day and being epic. I was like, you know what? It's 7:30 and I'm already having conversations. Like I'm going to win today.
Yes.
But she made a good point. Start with the hard things first. Get the hard things, rip the Band-Aid off. Take the top 3 hard things, rip the Band-Aid off, and then work your way down. Because as the day progresses, those hard things become harder. And then you forget to it. And then it's like, oh, crap. I forgot to do the hard things now. And I'm speaking to myself too, y'all. I'm speaking to myself whenever I say this.
I think there's 2 sides to this whole list, the priorities and all that stuff, and figuring out take the top 3 hard things and just knock them out.
Yeah.
However, sometimes those are the things that take the longest, and then you end up having all this other little stuff that you never get to because you're still working on the hard stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know. I take it day by day in the sense of okay, do I take the top 3 hardest things that are going to take forever and just really work on those? Or do I take the 7 little things that I know I can knock out in 20 minutes?
Oh, boom. Dude.
I don't know.
That's 2 ways.
I switch it up.
And that brings up a good point. I guess it depends on your day and your trajectory of your week. And that kind of goes to, I'm reading Atomic Habits right now. And that's a fantastic read if you haven't read it.
Atomic Habits?
Yeah. It's a fantastic read. And I'm in the middle of that right now. That
you
says
these iconic words, like iconic and epic and atomic and dynamic, explosive. You're I got to go hard.
I do. Hard. It's 2023. That's my 2023. But Atomic Habits is I'm on chapter 4 right now. And it talks about habit stacking. You wake up in the morning and you tell yourself you're going to make your bed, you're going to brush your teeth, you're going to get a cup of coffee, and then boom. That's already 3 things that's done.
Already 3 things.
Right. You're boom, boom, boom.
Stars off that chore chart, girl.
Right. And it's when we tell ourselves we're going to do that, or if we're going to tell ourselves to read, Atomic Habit says, well, tell yourself what time, what is the net behind your reading? So I'm not going to go philosophical on all of this, but it's a great read that just says, hey, if you want to read a book in the morning, put your book on your bed at night. That ends up on your nightstand. So you have to read it. And it's if you want to do push-ups, you're going to do push-ups during lunch at what time? And it's It's time blocking. It goes back to time blocking.
Girl, it's
like my calendar is so color coordinated right now. I'm like, my husband walked in, he was like, "What in the hell is that?" I was like, "It's my calendar." Like, but it's a non-negotiable.
so I'm color coordinated too.
So that's why we're leaning
paper.
on. Hold on. We got a Rattikin title here. So if you haven't got a calendar, and gosh, I hope you do. It's almost February.
Colors.
Boom. Get one. Reach out to Sparkles and get one, please. You know, and I do it old school because I'm a 1980s baby. So I have to write it, print it, and look at it. I know,
That's
y'all.
a lot, girl.
That's my brain because
but hey, it goes back to what works for you.
Right. But just like in real estate, what works for you and what do you have to lean in on in 2023? So if you're going to lean in on one thing, what's the one thing you're going to lean in on in 2023?
Support. Again, support. I
Support.
want to be everywhere. I want to be with you. I want to get to know you. I want to know what I can help you with.
Yeah. And that's huge. So
if that's like finding a scholarship for your soccer team, let's go for it.
Let's just go to a soccer game. I don't like soccer. It's American football. Now my sister-in-law may hate me after this because she's British, yeah. And we drew in the World Cup, so that's another whole topic right there. But we're talking about support. So Rattikin Title offers support. We offer classes. What else does Rattikin Title offer to lean in and lean on an agent's business?
Well, out in Willow Park, we're pros at farm and ranch.
Oh, boom. So you're saying you have a niche product out there?
We do. We have a lot of commercial developments going on. We have a lot of residential, just big old brand new home, new construction developments. And we deal with a lot of that. So
farm and ranch, and that's an underutilized niche product.
Which is interesting because so people think Fort Worth, like country, right?
Cows.
No. Cows. I see Longhorns. 1883 last night.
Yes.
Talk about Hell's Half Acre. Woo!
But here's what's funny. If you come to Midlothian, I mean, we had a cow on 67 the other day. So at this point, I don't know. Like, that's a major highway. We had cows on the highway. So I don't know between Fort Worth and Midlothian, which we are 20 minutes south of this.
That's it.
But we had cows. Y'all have to go look up that up. But yeah, there we go. Yeah. But that goes to say there is still a lot of farmland in Willow Park, going out Weatherford, going out that area.
And I heard two things. So a couple, maybe it was like a year ago or so, somebody said by the year 2035, Hazlitt is going to be the new center of the entire DFW Metroplex.
Yes, it's moving over
northwest,
which is fine. Don't move this way. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't come southwest.
I heard Hazlitt, and then the other day I heard Arlington.
Somebody else told, well, they're kind of already the center, right? Like if you think,
well, they used to be like,
well, somebody the other day, I was like, so I was thinking Hazlitt this whole time. And then somebody the other day said it was going to be Midland.
There's no way. Midland's so far.
I was like, there's 300 people a day are moving to DFW.
Okay. And that brings it up. Agents, if you can weather the storm, there's 300 people a day moving in. Now they have to build multifamily units first. They have to build condos. They have to build apartments. It's like on 287, they're building all of that. But eventually, when all this crap gets off the fan, lumber prices are going to come down. Inflation's going to come down. It's just going to be, now I don't know if we'll ever, I'm going to say ever because I don't know, like in the lending, I don't know if we'll ever see 2% and 3% interest rates again, but it's not normal to have that.
No.
It's not healthy to have 2% and 3% interest rates. And when we talk about the normal, it should be between 4 and 5s, but it's crazy. Millennials that are buying houses only know 2% and 3%.
I know. And so they're so spoiled and busted in the head.
So they don't know what a 5.5 and a 6. They're like, oh my God.
I used to pay 18% and that was the normal. And you're like, yeah, boomer. Okay.
Yeah. And then these millennials are like, hey, I got a 3%. I'm never moving. I'm like, well, hold on. That's that. Like a pandemic is not supposed to happen every day. But when you lean in and lean on your partners, it's more than just your mindset. It is more about the who you become, the why you get in real estate. When you're leaning on title, lenders, warranty, when we offer a class and you're not busy, jump on it. It doesn't matter if you think you know it, if you don't know it, because it's just a mindset. You're only going to take 1% out of there. And let's face it, people are not that busy today. And if you're not that busy, fill your cup with education.
Yes.
instead of filling your
Yes.
cup, sitting at a bar, or doing something that's not bettering yourself.
Well, and I mean, even if you've already taken that class, like
Yeah.
you're going to walk away with a sentence that you had either never really heard in that class before or had forgotten and been like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, and it's like we've done Google My Business a couple times and we're doing it again because Google My Business has already changed in 90 days. From what we taught the first time, it's already changed. Instagram's already changed. So,
Oh, yeah.
so
Canva, all of it.
it's a great time before spring buying time to get your processes in place, to get everything set, to lean in and lean on your partners. So, Sparkles, if someone wants to get a hold of you, besides just talking Sparkles, because she's going to come up everywhere, how and where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can email me. Text me. Call me. If you want to reach me.
Call 911. I'm going to have call Sparkles Bell. I'm going to have a jingle for this next time, I promise. So, if you guys are looking to.
And I'm on TikTok now.
Oh, she's on TikTok. Yeah, she is on TikTok. But if you are looking at 3Xing your business in 2023, now is the time to start. Now is the time to lean in.
It's January, girl.
And lean on. It's almost February. This probably will go out in February, but it doesn't matter. Like your season can start today. It's not too late to jump into it. If you have problems or if you have issues and just don't know where to start, call Sparkles, y'all. I'm telling you, she's going to find the answer for it. Rattikin's going to find the answer for it. They're going to be able to help you lean on your business and lean in your business. So technology allows you to go have conversations.
Yep.
And that's what 2023 is about. So there's my philosophical whatever today. But what's a final word from Sparkles for 2023?
You do you. Find you. Be you.
Yes, you do you, boo. That's what it is. And so
that's why people come to you for business, is because you are you. You are different.
And you know, like, and trust them.
Yep.
And it is not the same person, and not every title rep's the same. Not every lender's the same.
It's all matchmaking, man.
It is all about who you are and your vision. So if you're ready to 3X your business, you better reach out to myself and Sparkles and join the next epic podcast, because we are talking about extraordinary practices that we have innovative concepts. That's right. So until next time, I am Glenda White, the mortgage coach, DFW, with my girl Sparkles Bell with Rattikin Title. Until next time, have a great day.